the best squad.
Hey, best friend. Girl, what you doing?
Hey, the best squad. It's your girl, Ebony, the best. So Kimmy decided that she want to clap back. When her comment that she made, like, where was the logic to it? And I think personally, Kimmy is missing the whole point of what everyone is trying to let her open up her mind to see you said something that did not make sense or did not applies to Melody situation, right? So Kimmy decided that she wants to come, and I guess she probably coming now because of the Carlos interview, where Carlos was basically saying that the fans went wild because of the clip that was posted. So I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to read what Kimmy said, and I'm going to try to go into a little bit of Carlos' interview about Love and Marriage Huntsville, and to show you how Carlos, they may name him as the king of reality, but he is not, how can I say it? Carlos does not let the Scots have any accountability for anything that they do. Not only that, none of the men on the show, I have a cold, y'all. None of the men on the show holds each other accountable for anything. And I'm also going to say the ladies does not either. All right? Either. The ladies doesn't. But let me read what Kimmy said, and then I'm going to try to go to Carlos King's interview and Kimmy and her lies, okay? And the reason, my opinion, why she wasn't invited. Now, while I think that the whole Destin trip, I'm trying to figure out when did the Destin trip comes in and when did Melody name change ceremony took place. So Kimmy knew of the ceremony because Mel put it on Instagram, right? And then wasn't it the same time that she was out there on the pool laughing it up with little buddy and them? All right, so I'm trying to share my screen, and I'm trying to go to Kimmy's page, where this lady said, basically blaming everybody but herself. Here we go. So, where is it? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to... Okay, here we go. So, Kimmy now, not feeling bad about anything, decided that she wants to comment. So, she wrote, wow, this clip really got the girls, trying to say girls, feeling away, confused. Shout out to the graceful edit. This conversation is related to moms and their children, and they had, and we're not married, doesn't really apply. However, the actual conversation, not shade, not dig, the conversation was in regards to moms who get divorced and weigh their options on keeping their married last name or not. A lot of that decision making, including their professional advancements with that name and their children. And Kimmy, you are still not making any sense. I'm going to try to play the clip again. Let me let you hear, because it doesn't apply to what she just wrote.
And they're like, Grant, what's your mama last name? Scott. As African Americans, I think a lot of times we're thrown into a stereotypical cycle of, I'm going to assume that your kids don't have your mama's last name. And I think it's tragic. That just mattered, like, to me.
You mean being baby mamas and not having the last name, having not been married? You and Jalen technically don't have the same last name anymore.
So y'all, Kimmy literally said that it is basically tragic that black woman and all this theory. And listen, let me say this: I have nothing against single mom, because I was a single mom right before. I was a single mom before. Okay, so the fact that she would put that in one thing to cast it on everyone. You literally said you changed your maiden name to your middle name, right? And you gave that name to your son. The question is, now you done open a Pandora box. Where is your son's daddy? And what's his last name? Because nobody is going to ask the question, why do you have your mommy's name? They will more likely not even ask or entertain such question, because they're going to assume the child has the father's last name, unless somebody opened their mouth and said, oh, he has my last name. Unless a mom opened their mouth and say, oh, she has my last name. Nobody's going to go around and ask no child no question like that, because automatically they're assuming the child has the father's last name. Now, I don't know if Jalen's daddy came in a cup. I don't know how you did not give his name, or why the father, who, men love when they get their son, right? Somebody to mimic them. How Jalen is not carrying his daddy's name. And did he, went ahead with you saying, I'm going to name my child Grant, which is Kimmy's father's name. Why isn't he carrying his dad's name? Did his dad sign over the rights to his son? Normally that happens is when you have an affair with somebody's husband and baby came out of it, just like coleslaw. Or the father is a deadbeat and just don't want no part of the child. And the man want to keep his marriage. He will say, you know what, I don't want nothing to do with this child. Yeah, I can sign my rights off to him. And that's how you would be able to get to name him your dad's last name, Kimmy. I didn't like that. And now she's over here trying to clap back. So in the comment section, they're still going at her to let her know, like, don't try to weasel yourself out of this one, because you said what you said. And I'm trying to get to some of the comments. Someone by the name of Patricia said, I don't care what conversation was about, but when you open the Pandora box, anticipate your energy to be matched. You wanted to shade Mel for dropping that bum's name, but have an issue with people saying you had Jalen out of wedlock. Girl, bye. Keep your advice to yourself. Somebody said, and this must be a Kimmy follower, whatever. She said, let me see. Melody is so full of herself. She think she is smarter and better than all of them. Well, ma'am, it's clear to see, because Mel came on the show. She accomplished everything she said while going through a divorce. So why you hating? But let's, whatever. Let's keep it moving. Someone said Kimmy was just a baby mama, like coleslaw. They have a lot in common. Exactly. Which brings me again, like I said, in the part where she defended coleslaw, didn't want Martell to call coleslaw her name, which Martell is the one who even said she a side chick. But go off, Kimmy. Then somebody says, I'm not reading the negativity about Mel, because whatever. Love them both, but Mel is sharper than Valerian steel blades. Kimmy, you have to be quicker than that. Her name, her business, mind yours, Kimmy. So they're really coming for Kimmy under the comment section over here. Someone says, Kimmy, you know you were wrong. Stop trying to control the narrative. You were wrong and being shady. Y'all mad because Mel clocks in for work and then go home and stand on business. A pastor even said married people are not the most happiest people, and it's showing with you and Tisha over there smirking. Be careful how you speak on people's situation, because that can be you. Learn how to have grace when you're talking on personal situations. Your husband didn't even give you grace when you went through your situation. He still wanted sex. So you should understand. So show grace, because God showed you grace and mercy. And that's on period. She forgot about her journey, I'm assuming, that she went through, and everybody was there. My thing too, Letitia said in a part of the clip that she was gonna stay out of it because it had nothing to do with her, but she feel that's the problem with y'all people. Stop taking things so personally. Okay? Stop taking things so personally. Kimmy was literally at the side of a pool laughing and going on with Martell Holt regarding her changing her last name. So now, how is it that it's a problem that she said, you know what, I don't need all of this. These are my close friend. Not to say that Nell, I'm still side eyeing her a little bit. Not to say that Nell didn't go and tell Martell, because she did brought it up to Martell. Martell didn't ask her. But Mel said what she said. She wanted close people. She didn't want all of the drama. Martell, even after next year will probably be 4 years, still is owning and obsessed with Melody. So whatever she needs to do, Coleslaw can get the name now. She can make something of it. Good luck. Because we don't see anything with that name anyway. Mel has been the only person that made that name look good. And I think that's why Martell is hurt. No one in his family or anyone he decide to date later on or married will ever let the name Holt be of any importance as Mel did. So he messed it all up for what? Pee and a blowjob. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's all I wanted to bring to your attention. That Kimmy out here trying to clap back, y'all. Let me see. Somebody said, I just want to read some more comments. Kimmy, you lost this one. Just take the L and slide on by. And let's see. Somebody said Mel simply pointed out that Kimmy doesn't have her child's last name. It wasn't a shade. It was simple a reminder. It don't matter. It don't matter. Somebody said, Miss Thumpsner said, the part that I believe Kimmy missed is that Mel was married prior to having children and took Little Buddy's last name. Everybody called him Little Buddy. Kimmy was not married and gave her son her last name. Exactly. This is the point we're trying to make. Your son doesn't even have his dad's last name. So you're not in any position to give anyone any advice unless you're forgetting you had a relationship, you have a son over there named Jalen, and you just want to focus on what's going on with the Scots, right? And also, if Kaiwa is already married, right? Kaiwa is married, and Kaiwa's son doesn't have Kaiwa's husband's name nor Kaiwa's maiden's name. He literally has Scott. You didn't make any sense, Kimmy, and that's what we want you to own, okay? You did not make any sense, and that's what we basically wanted you to own. What you said was trash. You tried it, and you literally got shut down. I don't think the moment that you was trying to get, it didn't happen for you, boo-boo. So next time I would think before I come out of my mouth and saying anything. So stupid. And that's what it was. It was stupid. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to come on here to show you that Kimmy called herself clapping back, y'all. And I will definitely talk to y'all again in my next video. Go ahead, hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Thank you all for all your support. Don't forget to check out my second channel, which is Word on the Street with Ebony the Best. Okay? I think you can search Ebony the Best 2 or Word on the Street. I'm coming back because I want to talk about Stormy and Letitia and that whole thing and what Stormy had to say in her confession. I don't know if Stormy wants to be ghetto or she just wants to be a peacemaker. Like, at this point, Stormy, I'm going to ask you to just pick a side and stay with it, because you hopping around from being a peacemaker to this, it don't make no sense, boo-boo. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you again in my next video. Bye.